Hi, my name is Nav. I am the founder and creative director of I wouldn't call it just a clothing brand because this brand will be around for a very long time. It's not something that's just here for a phase to come and go. I plan to really, lay the foundation for this. I feel like when you figure out that there's something specific that you want to do, you really got to go straight to that. I've been blessed in that way where I've almost always known what I want to do in life. Like, not exactly that I wanted to create a clothing brand when I was like 11 or anything like that, but I've never doubted or like searched for like, oh, what's my purpose? Like, what am I going to do? To be honest with you, it's not even that my purpose is to create a clothing brand or any type of brand. It's just that this is the way that I'm doing it. This is just the means that I'm using to get to my actual full purpose. So I'm blessed in that way where it's like, yo, once you find an outlet or a way to express yourself, you find a love for something, just go 100% at it. Just go at it. You feel me? Basically, I've been posting a video every day for the last 60 days. And right now, anybody can kind of have a brand, but I'm trying to make this brand also a business in the first start, in the first like parts of everything. So I can actually have the funding to not only like survive, obviously, and create, but also to actually make the moves that I want to make, actually bring the actual ideas that I have to fruition. Being able to go to Portugal to go meet a manufacturer and actually be really intense with everything. You feel me? I feel like I have to lay the groundwork and be a clothing brand for now until we can get to the point where I'm like, Cortez or Off-White or Unfinished Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way up there. You feel me? So that's why I have the goal of 100K right now. Right now I'm a 4-figure business. Next step is a 5-figure business, but the goal that I'm really selling online is being a 6-figure business. Even though that's not the end goal, we're gonna go for 7 figures and 8 figures and 9 figures right after that. Might not do the same marketing strategy that I've been doing for those goals. I feel like $100,000 is the amount that's very, I wanna say, digestible online right now. You pull up and you're like $1 million, nobody's gonna believe you until you get to 100,000, you get what I'm saying? I feel like I had to be making at least 10,000 already to say $1 million, you get me? But I feel like some people are like thinking that, oh, maybe just not going for that far. I'm definitely going for all of that. Like, that's just, 100,000 is the goal right now. So let's talk about what I learned over these last 60 days of posting, right? Let's go over the why, the how, the where, the when, the what. You feel me? All right. So why? I'm reading my notes and I'm gonna really break down my notes for you guys, right? Because I want to give an actual in-depth like perspective on everything, so you can really understand everything I'm about to say. So these are my notes. Why? Because every brand that's going somewhere is doing that right now. It's the greatest marketing scheme. Brands like Kizzo, Unfinished Legacy, Mint New York, Trico, like all those brands, our Nude Project, like all those brands in some type of way, the owner is doing what they call owner-generated content, I think they call it, right? So it's basically the owner is making some type of content where you kind of see the dude that has all the money and has the full control, or at least half the control of the brand, and where it's like in his best interest to actually be there. He's in the he could have like a brand like Kizzo. I like their example a lot because Kizzo's making good money. You know what I'm saying? But the dude drives a Lexus and like lives in just a regular house in the state. Like, he's very true to himself, which is good. But I feel like even if it wasn't a trend, he would, like, that dude specifically would be doing this now still. But they could have a marketing department doing this stuff for them. You feel me? Like World and Vision, they have a lot of different YouTube videos on here, like kind of like telling you how to start a brand. But they have a marketing department. They pull up to a set, somebody shoots it, and then they go about their business, right? Support black colleges. Like, those two brands, they were in the forefront of the whole like content creation thing as a brand owner. So their content is very like, I want to say, manufactured, not in a bad way, but it's very like curated, and it's corporate almost. While people like Kizzo, sorry for the camera shake, people like Kizzo or like Unfinished Legacy is kind of there too, but the thing is just the quality is good. But people like those guys, they kind of just get in front of, like Trico, they kind of just get in front of the camera in their own way and talk about something that's like related to the brand, instead of trying to like show you, oh, this is where you get blanks and this is where you do this. They're not trying to show you how to build a brand. They're just telling you about their brand. You feel what I'm saying? That's the key difference. How do I make a video every day? Well, my background is actually in film and photography. I have a production company and I make commercial videos for other brands. That's what I do for work. That's what I do, for editing, all that stuff. So that's where my skills actually derive from. I got into fashion through being into film and photography. I used to just be the regular photographer that just wore all black and stuff that doesn't fit, like a pair of Huaraches or something like that, to a shoot, fly on the wall, disappear, not seen. But then I worked with a couple of fashion brands and started getting into fashion my own because I got exposed to it. And then I was like, you know what? I could do a brand, right? I could make clothes, basically, I thought. And then I realized after starting it how I thought film was like my #1 passion, which it still really, really is a big part of my like passion. But it's really 60-40 to fashion because I love a good film and I'm gonna make films and I'm gonna tell stories that way. But I love the way how you could kind of just wear a shirt and it doesn't matter because you can't, you know, you gotta wear clothes. But if it has a story to it, it's a physical story. It's a physical representation of like my ideas that came out to physical life. While a video, it is my ideas, but it's almost never physical. You know what I'm saying? Like physical stuff needed to happen for it to happen, and you're looking at it on a physical screen and stuff like that. But the idea still, you still can't touch the idea. That's what I really love about fashion, which is why film and fashion are my passion, bars. But it's gonna be 60% fashion, and I discovered that through film, so that's beautiful. It supported each other. So that's the how. If you're watching this and you're trying to figure out how you can do the same, or maybe you're just watching this because you're interested in whatever I'm yapping about, don't worry about the camera. Just start. Just start, honestly. Like, use your phone. It doesn't matter. If you're telling a good story, right, or you're making good products, or your story is unique, because it doesn't have to be a clothing brand. Any type of brand, any type of thing that you're doing, jewelry, whatever it is, you could be making fucking pots, anything you're doing, just start. Start right now. When TikTok was new, the people who started on and jumped there just ran into 1 million followers. You feel me? If you had a little Instagram thing going and your content was decent, but then you jumped on TikTok quickly, you ran into 1 million followers, and then you got your 100K Instagram followers, rightfully so. But what do you call that? I don't know what you call that, but basically like first dibs. Right now, it's not first dibs yet. I think I'm the second wave, maybe the third wave. I think I'm gonna be in the second wave of the people who did this and it went crazy. And I'm saying the second wave because the people who are doing it now, I don't think anybody who's doing the what do I call it? The CEO generated content thing. Those brands that I listed, they were decent sized brands before they started doing this, right? I think I'm about to be on the second wave, and maybe I want to say the first wave of brands that are adapting or taking that initiative, and it actually makes the brand. You know what I mean? Like, I predict day 100, day 150, maybe day 200, it blows up because it's like, you know what I mean? If the clothes are good and the story's good, and people are gonna basically look at it like 200 days and I haven't gotten a piece yet. Like that's how people are gonna process it. So it's inevitable to me. But if you're thinking about it and you're like, oh, I don't know. Honestly, figure that out on the go. Start today. Like, start right now. Like, you watch this at 1 a.m. Start. Like, stop the video, right, or finish the video. I got more game, and just start right now. Honestly, I cannot stress that enough. I got people around me asking me like, oh, you know, what do you think? I hear like people telling me like, oh, I'm so proud of you or whatever, stuff like that. And I'm not even anywhere I'm planning to be yet. Like this is gonna drastically change my life. You know what I mean? And I can see that foresight. But if you're watching this, the difference between someone else who's gonna change their life and someone who's just gonna be someone who watched this video is that they actually did what I just said just now and started right now. Like, run, hurry up. Like, I'm 60 days in and I feel like I just started because I'm just getting the groove of it. This is the first YouTube video, you know what I'm saying? So definitely just hurry up and start. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about none of what I'm about to tell you. Just figure out your own 60-day experience for real. All right, back to the notes. Where, right? Anywhere. Anywhere I am during that day, I try to stay out of my room as much as possible. I will try to leave my room if making a video is all I have to do that day. So I'll try to just be like, yo, gotta get up and go make this video. You know, I'm making this video in here right now. I feel like the YouTube videos are gonna be for the most part in the room, but I might change that. You know what I'm saying? If I get a little frisky with the camera, I wanna go outside, I wanna shoot something a little bit more cinematic, I might change that. If I'm just pulling up with the game and I think the value of the game is going to be good enough and that's all you need to focus on, I'll keep it like that. But realistically, like with the daily series, especially with short form content, people don't want to just see you in your room all the time. They really don't. For the YouTube, chances are you searched for this video and you found what you were searching for, so you don't really care where I am as long as I give you what you clicked on. You know what I'm saying? But somebody's scrolling in their room and just, you know, randomly run up on your video. They don't want to see somebody in their room as well. You know what I'm saying? Unless what you're saying is gold. You feel me? And the setup is pretty nice and stuff like that. but not every day. When? Usually end of day. When I started, I thought starting the day with the video would make sense for the algorithm and the countdown, because technically when I post day 60 at 11 p.m., the day is already over and you're probably gonna see it on day 61. But it actually works out because the viewer that sees a video for the first time thinks he's gonna post another one today. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is, like, I used to do, I have my personal page that I got a couple of videos that blew up on there, just kind of trying to understand Instagram and stuff like that. And I realized that you kind of want to post around like 10 a.m., 12, because people on their lunch breaks are going to see that around that time. And then the way they react to it is what sets it up to really kind of like ramp up to like the 6 p.m. people. Just give the video time for the algorithm to like read what's in it. If you cussed a lot, or if it's bright, like for Instagram to make up if your video is like actually like a good, decent video. I felt like at like 11 a.m., 10 a.m., noon was the best time to post. That doesn't matter with this though, to be honest with you. Like when I was posting New York stuff too, when I was posting like fashion content, if I'm doing like a get ready with me, it kind of doesn't make sense to get ready with me 11 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Unless I say like I'm about to go to the club. Like it also didn't make sense. Like I actually also needed the sun to record it that. Like this, I record some of the stuff at sunset. You know what I mean? I record some of the stuff in my room with a light. So it's like kind of made sense for that. But the thing about a brand, somebody in Europe could be watching it, and for them it's broad daylight. Like people will get to it when they get to it. And then yeah, I post day 63 today. Like today's day 63. Chances are someone's gonna discover me like day 30. Like people are still watching day 33's video. Like it just hit 10K. You know what I'm saying? And day 63 could go up on day 93. So it's like, none of that matters. You just want to get to those days for real. The time, none of that matters. Just post within the day that you say you're going to post, obviously. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just for your own like discipline too. Post on the day of, but it doesn't matter if you post in the morning or night or whatever. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you shoot. Like, you feel me? It really doesn't matter. So what do I talk about in these videos, in these daily videos? So I talk about anything relating to the brand in the daily videos. At first, I thought it had to be a day in the life type of thing. But that's not sustainable, because the days where you're doing the most for the brand is the days where I don't have enough energy or just time to put towards shooting and scripting and stuff like that. Hold up. But yeah, that's gonna be the same days where I don't have enough time to put towards like shooting and scripting and stuff like that, right? So yeah, basically it's like the day in the life thing. I was like, maybe I'm gonna do one every 10 days, or I'll do one every so and so days. I'm gonna let them happen when they happen, bro. Whenever it just kind of falls into place, yeah. But you can't. The main thing I learned with this, you really cannot try to set up like I don't even script as much anymore. I used to script in the first couple of days, but I don't think I script in the last like week, because I gotta get it where I get it, bro. Especially since I'm doing other stuff, I'm working, all that stuff. It's like, if you really want to get some stuff done, you kind of just got to get the video out when you get the video out, because there's so many people not getting a video out. So like that one video doesn't matter. Like it matters, but it doesn't matter. The fact that you're gonna get it out is what matters. You feel me? On day 11, if you scroll down to day 11, I was out of the state. I was upstate for my cousin's graduation, and I needed to get a video out. Couldn't get the camera set up because I was driving 8 hours a day. Went to the graduation, sleeping, bare things. Wouldn't even be able to stop to edit the thing on my phone, nothing like that, because I'm the one driving, so I can't even edit in the car, nothing like that. I took my phone up, I walked away for a second, talked to the phone about the fact that I can't make a video right now, and that was the video. Edited on my phone, couldn't even get my font that I usually use for the thumbnail, but day 11 exists, and it's out there. You know what I'm saying? I got through day 11, so just get that video out there, bro. Yeah, and just talk about what's happening, bro. Like the fact that you want to do something, the fact that you could be making music, anything you're doing. This is not only for clothing brands, right? Your life is completely unique. Damn, I just did a whole spit take. But yeah, your life is completely unique. So you might think that you need to like fabricate stuff or create a whole new thing and all that stuff. Like you see Wisdom, and his videos are like, you know, like Wisdom K, right? He gets like 1 million views each video. He didn't drop his first video and it got 1 million views, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you become the creator by creating. Ooh, I'm tweeting that right now. I'm not tweeting because I don't have Twitter anymore, but Threads. I'll be on Threads, yo. You become the creator by creating, or should I put actually in there? By actually creating. Ooh, creator. That's tough. I did not. Wow, that's so tough. That's so peak. Oh my God. Anyways, I don't even know if you can see the logo on that screen. But anyways, I keep the topic to just whatever's going on in the day. And if I don't have something going on in the day, I talk about something that I want people to know about the brand, so some type of thing that was on my mind or whatever. Like I just made that tweet about, you know, creating stuff like that. I could do that today. That could be today's video, being a creator. No cap. If I don't get I'm supposed to get a shipment today. If I don't get that shipment today and I can't pick up that package and show the shipment, being a creator is going to be today's video. I promise you that. I try to keep this entire daily video, I try to give it only an hour of my day. 15 minutes to shooting, and then 45 minutes for editing. You should be able to do it in less. The video should be a minute long max. I feel like if you're not using a camera, where you have to like take out an SD card and set up a tripod or like a more professional tripod and like monitor and mics, like there's a mic under my shirt right now, like you don't have to do all that stuff. You're just using your phone. You just go at, I want to say 2 p.m., 3 p.m. where the sun is not directly above you, it's angled, or just go to a window and you can use your front camera at a window. If you would be on a FaceTime and you at a window, you look good in the front camera, you could do that and just record that. Literally the minute long. Write your notes down on a notebook that's a minute long. Try to calculate the amount of words and just read that and edit that on your phone, or read it perfectly to where you don't need to edit anything. You just upload it just like that, and you're already ahead of a couple billion people that, well, not a couple billion, but at least 1 million people who have an idea and are taking no action. You're already ahead of them just with that. All right, boom. So what I learned, let's go over what I learned. This is just straight notes. I don't think I'm just gonna read this. Like this is all already fleshed out, so I'm not gonna interject. One, what I learned. One, you need a massive amount of views for it to convert to sales, and even the brand you see with a video that seems viral with 500,000 views most likely ran ads on those views, on those videos, unless the product they made is actually new and unique and people are sharing it to their friends. They're like, oh my God, look at this, never seen it before. But chances are they ran ads or they boosted the post, which you won't see until like, you won't really see that actually. You feel me? You might not even realize that you saw it as an ad originally, but it gets boosted and then it kind of runs up on its own again, or they boost it again halfway. But like, not this whole like, oh, get a viral video, just post every day. Cap, people are capping to you. Two, you can't sell in every video. You don't want it to seem like you're trying to sell in every video, especially when you're talking about a monetary goal, because nobody wants to contribute to a $100,000 pot that's just for a business and not for charity, even though they're getting clothes in return. So basically you can make it seem like viewers are, so basically you don't want to make it seem like the viewers are the future 100K. Like, yo, I'm trying to get to 100K every day, buy something. You don't want to do that. Three, the daily series is mostly good for brand awareness. There are a handful of people now, and going to be more, who know that there's some dude on the internet with a brand called Inframed that posts a video every day, right? Like that's what, like Nike pays billions of dollars to just have real estate in the back of your mind. Oh yeah, that check, yeah, that brand name Nike. They make like more than $50 billion a year, right? And they're not getting a sale from everyone that sees a Nike ad. But they pay that money for like 5% conversion, because just the fact that someone knows that the brand exists is huge, it's worth it. So brand awareness, huge thing. Because people aren't searching for brands, like few people are doing that. Number four, you have to let go of the idea that certain videos are meant for certain platforms. Like I haven't posted any of the daily videos on the YouTube page because I thought, hey, I should leave this platform for professional video ad campaigns, or I'm not gonna post a reel every day because I don't want to mess up my Instagram aesthetic, the page. I don't want to just a bunch of videos. I want everything to look cool. I want everything to look cool and ready and whatever, you feel me? Kind of like how there's Inframed all over in the frame right now. Well, to the YouTube situation, which I'm realizing now, is there's a completely different audience on every platform. So best believe I'm about to be banging out all the 60 days of videos that I have on my, what's it called? Some of it's offloaded on my phone. I'm about to get that back, or I'm about to just upload it from my laptop if I can find some type of way to just load it all up. And this is the first video on this page, but right after that, it's gonna have 65 videos because I'm uploading it, bro. Like it doesn't make sense for you to make a video and then put it on one platform when you're missing out on, like, even if you're getting 200 views on a platform, bro, you might as well put it on 3 platforms and get 600, because you're not gonna see the same 200 people, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might as well. And then with the aesthetic thing, because I know some people are really, really anal about, I know some people are really, really particular about their page and how they want it to look. Don't let it break your aesthetic, make your aesthetic. So just use custom thumbnails. And you can either use the custom thumbnails in a way where they look good on your feed, or you can just use the custom thumbnails where they look good on the reel section and take the reels off the feed after like 24 hours. It's that simple. People are so good at creating obstacles for themselves. All right, boom. So that's really what I learned over the last 60 days. And I guess a little like 60 days is not enough. Your brand is not just gonna blow off. You have to work for every sale. You know what I mean? Even Hellstar, or think about the biggest brand that they sell out when they make a drop, Supreme, they still have to work for every sale. The sales that they make now are the residuals from the work that they put in years ago. So even though it looks like, oh, they just put Supreme on a shirt and it works, or Vlone just puts, like, no, they have to put that work in before. You feel me? And if they didn't, then where are they now? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they didn't, that's how you get that decline where they fall off, because you can always go up, but if you put the work in, you're not going to have enough rocket fuel to go to the moon. You're only going to make it to the stratosphere, and you're going to drop right back down to Earth. I could tweet that too, but that's too much words. So next steps. Number 1, from now on, the daily series will focus on sharing the ideology of the brand, so the viewers can be experts on the brand, and when they buy something that they actually like, it's not just going to be something that they bought. It's going to be a physical representation of the fact that not only do they understand the story and the concept, but they're a part of the community. 2, posting more of the details and the behind the scenes on the YouTube, where they're actually looking for this type of information, you know, so where people are actually looking for this type of information will find it, because YouTube is a search engine, second largest search engine in the world. So anything that anybody that's watching you was looking for you, bro. You feel me? Like, even if you get recommended, like, they were searching that on Google at some point, and it's like, oh, you were searching this? Check this video out. You know what I'm saying? Like, similar on Instagram, but not as similar, because you could discover something completely different on Instagram. On YouTube, you're sought out, and on Instagram, you're discovered. So many gems, bro. How do I do this so much, so easily, bro? It's insane. 3, next step, routines and strategies. To manage these 2 content sources, along with my own personal YouTube channel, Naveer Patterson, and my Instagram page, Naveer Patterson, I need to have a very rigid structure that takes out any unnecessary new thinking on a daily or weekly basis. So basically, scripting ideas for the week or the next 2 weeks for the daily series, and taking notes as I go for the weekly series. So it's like I'm just pulling up and reading the stuff to you. You get the value, I get the video out, symbiosis, you know, win-win, win-win. All right, this is week 8 on the journey to bring my brand to $100,000 in year-to-date revenue, which I'm telling you, that's, you know, there's gonna be some people where that sounds crazy, and there's gonna be some people where they sound like that's way too low of a number. It's week 8, day 63. We're currently at $1,067.29, which is only $98,332.71 away from the goal. I'm gonna see you next week. I'm about to go get some food and edit this video and try to get it out ASAP because I'm starving. I don't have an outro for this yet, so the evolution of art.